That was my account over 365 days ago. Yeah, I had just started it. It's starting to get old. We're starting to get old. You and me? Well, listen, now we're on day 398. It was even last year. Yeah, you're starting to know me. I'm a bit lazy, but don't worry. We're catching up. There are going to be more and more free-to-play episodes. We have to catch up. There, at that moment, I have 36,539 trophies. I still have 70 brawlers. That's pretty cool. Most of them are Power 7. I have a few Power 9, a few Power 11. Here's a quick recap of our account. We're continuing this adventure, and over a month will pass. You'll see everything that happened. To give context, this was a while ago, so I'll show you last month and you'll see why. That's how it was. It's been a little while since I played Brawl Stars because there was the Grand Prix Explorer. So for almost a week I was feeling nostalgic. First I just didn't have the motivation. Above all, I had to catch up on other things, so during the Grand Prix Explorer I was away from home for 3 or 4 days and didn't play. Honestly, I'm acting like a nostalgic master, but it was truly amazing and totally crazy. So I think I'm on my real account, I think. Well, the free-to-play account, normally... yeah, it seems to match up, that's right. So here's my little account. We've made good progress, but I saved up almost no candies, which is disappointing since I wanted some boxes. Now let's focus on our strategy to get those famous candies. You can see some of what I did at this event. I know all the techniques since I'm into it, though I have a discount as a free-to-play user, I can't use it. But that, I absolutely had to get it. I'm so disappointed. I broke my little daily streak. I was almost at a month and I ruined it all. That's life, you know? I want to tell you, those are free things. Of course we take them. They're things that make us happy, all that. We still have 30 candies here, so it's not too bad. We still got some free stuff, but I'm not sure where. I'm talking about the free stuff, not the free pass. Oh, well, that's perfect. I got something free. Maybe I'm lucky. I get a skin right away. If I get one, I think you're all going to be jealous because nobody has skins on this thing. And of course, I'm not the exception since I don't have one either. Honestly, I believed it, you know? I had a little story going on and everything. I really believed it. But no, I didn't buy boxes with my gems and all. It's really not worth it. I also have a few little things to open, maybe over there. So let's take advantage of it. Maybe we'll get a bit lucky. Well, look, we got a little skin. What more could you ask for? Lola Cobra, that's nice. Always some little things to get. We like it when it goes like that. A little legendary. If there's a brawler, that's even better. So why not? Yeah, why not? I said, why not? I'm saving gold, but honestly, I don't care much. Getting Cordless will be tough, but that's life. It isn't a big deal. Yeah, that's Brawl Stars, you know. So the plan, what's going to happen? I'm going to pick a brawler. So someone who's pretty low in trophy level, but not too low either, because this is the first win. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. For example, let's pick a little crow and we'll just play a few games. For example, I don't know, wherever we have quests, that could be interesting. Typically in Gem Grab, we're going to get our first win. So here's our first win. It's going to be pretty easy. We just need to grab a gem. And especially, let's hope Edgar doesn't just throw himself in. That's probably going to be the hardest part, I think. You know how Edgars are, especially when they have that skin. When you see moves like that, you really wonder, man, what did I do in life to get random teammates like this? It's pretty scary. The match ends. Of course, we win. Thankfully, that's the least we could expect. We get a little animation and the famous star drop, but honestly, we don't care about that. Well, maybe that brought back some memories for you. Yeah, that was during the Halloween event. Shows how long ago that was. After getting a few wins, we're about to do our sugar rush. I don't know if you remember that, but we have 10 minutes to cause some chaos. That's why I pick Rico, because he's a brawler with good damage per second, and most importantly, I have his hypercharge, I have everything. We faced some big bosses like that, and it doubled our rewards. That's why we need to move quickly without wasting time. I'll briefly show you the chaos we made. I really enjoyed it back then. We finished in under a minute, so now we'll rush to the next boss. We have our candies, we're happy, and just keep moving. No stopping, that's how it goes. Each time I think we'll do 3 or 4 levels. After that, it gets more complicated. But right now, the goal is really to keep going. Same thing, we finish it in about a minute more or less. Well, I died at the end, but it's not a big deal. We still finish it in about a minute more or less, and we keep going. Once again. Our goal is more candies. We get 18 treats each time. It's not bad so far, and we can get more. We move straight to the next level, so you can see it increases each time. So his health, but also his damage, his anger, his rage. Anyway, we don't really care. The goal is to keep going. There you go. We finished it again. It takes about a minute more or less. Now let's go. We're going again. We can see there's also a quest. So, of course, we're going to do it at the same time. But here, really, we're focusing on the treats, and we can't waste a single second, 1 minute. Honestly, it's perfect. It means we can still play quite a few games, and I think this is going to be our last one. Because after that, we'll end up with randoms, and when you see them picking Grom, it's not very useful, so we're going to start struggling and wasting too much time. So, we're going to pick a small brawler. The smallest brawler we have will end up in Brawl Ball, and the goal is to win the game as quickly as possible. Since we're playing against bots, we'll be able to win easily and quickly. That's it. Typically, you see, from this level on, it starts to be more profitable. It took me nearly 2 minutes, and I died, but thankfully, they're finishing it. But yeah, I'm still trying to take as many risks as possible to finish as quickly as possible. I admit it gets tough after a while. Still, they shouldn't die together. That would be silly. If I can come back, that'd be cool. It's fine. I can finish it and return just in time. In my view, if it was 1 second later, it would have been over. We were very close, but I lost 2 minutes. It's tough this time. Now we'll move quickly. For example, in modes like Brawl Ball, we go for the minimum trophies. We take, for example, a Gene, a Brawler. We don't care. They're just robots, and we know how to handle them. The main goal is to rush and go as fast as possible, and above all, we truly don't care. For now, to collect the boxes, no. We make the most of the bonus even if we launch with 1 second left. As long as we launched with 1 second, we'll get that bonus. This is perfect. We've got a guy who totally gets it. You can see the match ends in 30 seconds. Boom. We keep going. Well, I'm saying this as the event is kind of over, but at least you get the idea. And above all, what's great, well, here I'm wasting time for nothing, but you can see we can keep going right away, so we just do full Brawl Ball. Meanwhile, thanks to all that, I got 151 candies, and when I open my little Halloween box, of course, I get something big. No, I'm kidding. I just got a gadget for Sam. Honestly, it's something, but it's far from amazing. On this day, 401, there were some new hypercharges that had just come out, and unfortunately, I don't have the Brawlers at power 11. So I can't buy them. I just wanted to spend my gems on that because it's really the most worthwhile investment you can make. In Brawl Stars, there were buffies later, but that's another story. I can't buy them. Still, I got this great icon, and no matter what others say, it's splendid. Every day in October, I activated my sugar rush and did the bosses. The goal was to beat them quickly to collect as many candies and open as many boxes as possible. That was the grind, going all out, and I remember that famous Kenji. After a while, it got a bit annoying. Once I finished that famous boss, I rushed and went straight to Brawl Arena because in Brawl Arena there weren't many seconds left, and above all it gave a lot more power. So if I only had a few seconds left, really just a few seconds, it was worth it to leave and play a 5-minute match. But you still earned candies, and that was huge. Useful, and I admit that Brawl Arena, honestly, I never touched it again, except at that moment. On the other hand, in terms of trophies, I get a plus 16 plus... Exactly, the famous streak, that's awesome. And now for candies, I have 188, and most importantly, I open my box with the number 12. What do I get? A gadget for Charlie, please. Give me some skins, give me something. Well, yes, he gives me something else. A gadget for Eve. Yeah, I got my first skin at that moment. This one, the RT Garui, is amazing. I don't want to hear otherwise, and I was so lucky. From just one box, I got Poco Phantom 2, all in the same box on day 403. You get it. It was like every other day, but this time things changed. We had a boss, a famous coreback with 3 versions. This episode feels nostalgic, and I hope you do too. It's always the same strategy. I choose Rico for maximum damage per second, then head to Brawl Arena, earn trophies, and finish the famous candies. And when I've finished everything, well, I can open my famous box, and I'll let you see my box in full, because it's going to flash at that moment. So right now, I'm totally shocked. I'm freaking out, Kenji. Nothing is right. I haven't set anything up. I don't care. But I have Kenji in a box. Come on, Wish. Hey, like every day, you see, I'm doing my little things like this. I have the camera, but I wasn't expecting something like this. I didn't expect to get anything from these boxes. I'm shocked. I got Kenji. I got a legendary brawler. I'm so happy. Damn, I don't care. Some people aren't happy that I'm reacting to Brawl. Stars don't matter. I have Kenji. What else do you want? Power 7? We're going to have a blast with him, my friend. I can't even give him power 7. Do it again, man. I'm at 60 out of 95 years. Most of the brawlers I'm missing are mythic and legendary. And I have Kenji. I'm set one after another. And it's not even over because I still have one more. There's still something there. But I'm losing my mind, I think I'm losing my mind. It's my number 9 too. And I got Kenji. He doesn't. Oh no, yeah, it's... Oh. Ooh. Make... Dude, legendary brawler and mythic brawler. But the magic woods are spoiling me like crazy. I'm so lucky with these magic woods. It's the best thing that's happened. Dude, I got 2 brawlers. Well, day 403 was insane. I think I've rarely experienced that on my free-to-play account. I've never been that lucky before. For day 404, a new ranked season starts, bringing a reset, and most importantly, points that are very useful for free-to-play players. Honestly, after the luck I had, I'm not expecting much, but at least I got a few small rewards, a little star drop to open, and aside from Dina's skin, honestly, it was pretty lame. On the other hand, there was a new boss to fight, and I saw some randoms who were useless. It was Rico, and the goal with Rico was to break all the walls. That way there were fewer and fewer bounces, and it was super easy to kill. Except, well, the randoms don't know any of that. It's crazy. So this challenge was pretty tough, but thanks to that boss, I got more candies and a new box. Am I going to get another brawler or maybe even 2 brawlers? Well, I'll let you see for yourself. It's 3 a.m. At least, what is this, a video? It's 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm at the bar. I got Kenji. I swear on my mother's life, it's 2 or 3 days later. I got Ambre, I got another legendary brawler, I got a mythic brawler, a legendary brawler, well, 2 legendary brawlers. I got a monkey business. Wait, it's not over. It's not over. Hey, usually I don't turn on my cam because normally I'm not supposed to get anything from these boxes. Well, since I have power 7 and way too much gold, let's take advantage of it. Let's get some gadgets, especially Shades 1. Well, normally I'm not supposed to record here, but hey, you'll forgive me with the camera. It's fine. You're used to it. Now it's just us. It's chill, you know? Let's go for it. Replacement part, at least a little gadget to try to level up a bit. Retreat door, that's good. Okay, let's pick for Barry. He needs a little gadget too. We'll rather go with Poco among friends, of course, in harmony. No hesitation. Lola, she's power 7. Oh, both of them aren't that bad. We'll rather pick Clap. Well, Clap is still much better, honestly. Bonnie, you're horribly slow, of course. Take this, and we'll go with Workhorse instead. Like that. And there you go. I spent my gold well. I'm saving a bit for later. Well, you understood that this event, for me, Halloween, was an incredible joy. I've never had so many brawlers in my life. I think it was incredible. I kept doing the bosses, etc. Except today, on day 408, we had the Ziggy box, and so the appearance of a new brawler in early access. Of course, that's what we're going to do. In my first game, I go up against Ziggy. Honestly, the concerns are valid. He's a pretty weak brawler. The second game I play is in Gem Grab, and let me tell you, I do an amazing job with my Carl. I get all the kills, I take out all 3 of them right away, well, with a little help, but it's mostly me doing the work, and then there's no one left, and somehow they still manage to die, so of course the counter resets. We're going to win, so I'll open my first Ziggy box. Do you think I'll get something? With my current luck, I might get Ziggy, and honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, I got a little something, Rockabilly Mortis. It's not Ziggy, but it's still something, and that's why I don't rush trophies, since right now we just got Ziggy, and then the famous boss with the famous RT. That was easy to win, but I don't rush my trophies since I don't have time. I'll remind you of some memories, as I had forgotten them too. On my day 410, Brawl Stars had a bug where ultimates were unlimited. Any small amount of damage gave you an ultimate, which broke the game. Like here, I picked Mortis, but I had infinite ultimate Gale too. The same, everyone, it was crazy. And so if you had BB, it would cause this kind of carnage. It was insane. Many may have forgotten, but it was a great time. Emma, poor ultimate. I'm destroying him with my bubbles, and he can't attack because of the ultimate. On day 411, I admit that the Halloween boxes were giving me a bit less stuff. Still, I had a lot of candies. I had almost 400 candies. In the first box, I just got a little pins. In the second box, I didn't get anything. And in the third box, it was the same thing. Well, I don't know if I can really complain after everything I got before. After that, of course, I keep playing my famous games for Ziggy. For now, I'm at 5 out of 14. But you'll see that obviously I'm not the most consistent guy either. I try to be regular, but playing every day is still pretty complicated. When there are a lot of things to do, and especially a lot of editing, you know me, right? But I still got a little reward. It's this little skin here. And I also got Ziggy's skin. I got this one. Unfortunately, I still don't have the Brawler, and that's complicated. Especially the problem is that back then, you had to use the tickets on the same day they gave them to you, and that's impossible for me. On day 416, I got a little reward. I got a rare kit skin just like that. The skin isn't rare, just its rarity is, which is lame. I also lost my streak. As I said, I'm not here all the time. I got a few pins since there was a small update, and some minor rewards that weren't that great for me, except for the sushi, which I can't find. At least I got a gadget. Let's say a little gadget for Spy, and from the Mega Box I got another gadget actually. It completes my collection, let's say. Oh, and yeah, since I'm talking about collections, I got an old skin. Honestly, it's terrible, but at least I got it. But, I got another box, and yeah, do you see where this is going or not? Yeah, I know. I got the Brawler, I got I got a Mythic like that, again for free. No, honestly, in this episode, I have to admit, I've rarely been this lucky. I don't know why. Anyway, the rush for Ziggy isn't over, so I'm continuing. You never know if I might get him in a box, even after missing days. At that point, I don't know. We also had those famous stores, so I click the ones I want, and if I get a new free Brawler, I'll take it. You can't say no to that. I haven't played bullshit in a while, but I was at the PGWBV. And it's time to get back on the free to-play account. Because what happened? I admit I didn't really play those famous daily victories. I think I only did it once. I didn't really do any updates on it. As usual, it's the free to-play account. I didn't collect any rewards. As you can see, there's nothing at all. 1 coin? What is this? This crappy stuff? Luckily, I have a super loaded random Tardop. I hope I get something good. Okay, Jesse, honestly, that's not bad. Well, I won't be able to advance. That's the problem. That's really what interests me. Do I have a bit of luck in there? Usually no one is lucky, so I didn't expect to be either. But honestly, I'm not sure if you saw or if I've posted it yet, but I actually got really lucky with those famous boxes. Normally I get a gadget. If I calculated right, yeah, that's it, a gadget. Today's little gift, obviously we get nothing at all. And very important, as usual, we put in the Periado code, the cool guys code. There are many essential quests, especially in the reserved zone where I have a lot, so I think we'll play some ranked. This will boost and finish the Pro Pass for rewards while completing quests. We're also using brawlers that are easy to win with. We're not very high up, so right now we're taking advantage. We're picking Colt. You see, we can just blast the safe. It's easy, so let's fast forward a bit. We're going to destroy. You'll see the level. First duel was easy. We caused some chaos, grabbed star drops, and that's what matters. Hoping for good daily rewards. I really need that, and especially for the quests. That's super important. For that, I'll also need to pick brawlers that have quests, simply. But the problem is, in ranked, unfortunately, we don't know all that. So here, it's super important, since I have all my brawlers, with the minimum power level. Oh, no, I thought I had every brawler at power 7, but no. We're going to set them all to power 7. For example, I didn't have the bed at power 7, so we'll set it to power 7. Once all my brawlers reach a decent level, we can start upgrading, making things more interesting. The goal is to get them to power 11. As you see, none are at power 10 now. But on the other hand, I know I have a few hypercharges I just unlocked, especially Jessie's. We're upgrading her to power 10 so we can reach power 11 later. This is important for all brawlers with a hypercharge, so we'll upgrade them too, like Poco. As you can see, that's all I have right now. I've unlocked a few parts. Max, I played 100 games with you without knowing Mortis, then suddenly unlocked it. We also grab small rewards now and then, but honestly, I'm getting tired of it. The randoms? Check it out, Timmy03. In offside, there's only one round. There's only one round, which means he dies instantly. He doesn't do any damage. I can't stand these lousy randoms anymore. Luckily, I managed to get by solo. Plus, I have a legendary. Tell me I got a brawler, please. It's trash. It's trash. I didn't reach 40, but I'm still getting a lot here and making good progress. On day 420, the doors kept going and I got a cool reward. 1,000 credits. And so, I was finally able to unlock my cordless. Well, I say finally, but I got 3 legendaries in the same episode. It's crazy. If it keeps going like this, my account will be maxed out soon. I have all the brawlers now. Then I had the choice between unlocking Tara, Wally, Gray, and Willow. Well, I picked the one I like the most, which is Gray. I think he's a bit more about getting kills too, and like with all the brawlers I unlock. So I level up Cordelis to power 7 and equip him with a gadget. If I have the gold, if I don't have the gold, it's fine, but at least power 7. Like with all the brawlers, by the way, on this day 420, I pushed the brawlers that weren't really done yet because they're also the easiest ones, let's be honest. I got a legendary star drop, but you can't always be lucky. It's just a skin, and you need some too. I also collected all my Brawl Pass rewards since it had been a while. That gives me a lot of gold, plenty of resources, and one last legendary star drop to open. It was tier 50 the final tier then, but now there are 60. Here we go, I got some star power, not the best, but at least I have one. I don't think I had any on Angelo before, so it's still a big day. It's been a long time since I ranked Max Chester, so I set him at 999 trophies. I don't push often, so I decided to max him out. We chose the strongest brawlers at the time, which made it easier. For pushing, we have Le Cordelis, who's decent, and especially Kaze, who was really strong then. With my Chester, I go straight for the push and usually close combat against a Sam. Because as soon as I have my 4 big rewards, it's easy. We wipe them out in one go. It really only takes a few seconds. The first goal is scored, we just need a second goal to get my famous max. I missed my ultimate and should have gone for close combat since I have low health. Meanwhile, Mina did great and Cordelis used his ultimate. So, I don't know if I can score, and since we're not going to take any risks, I'm mainly waiting for Cordelis. He was right on it. Unfortunately, he died, but I had already pushed the ball forward. Luckily, I have a good star power. It's the healing one, which will allow us to hold our position. And now we're really in a great position, so normally we should be able to score again. Same strategy, really go for close combat, except both my teammates are dead, unfortunately. So we're not going to score. Not now. My goal is really to stay alive, and on top of that, I have a hypercharge. Unfortunately, Cordelis used his ultimate at just the right moment, and there you go, we got tied. That's a bit silly, so now there's really no room for mistakes. I admit I was having a bit of trouble because of Grom. The advantage is Cassier's mobility. She was overlooked while both focused on me, then moved up and scored the second goal. That's how I finally got another rank, Max. I admit I don't get them often. On day 421, I rushed a bit and reached diamond rank. When I'm really feeling lazy, I don't rush my trophies too much, etc. I usually just go into rank to play my 6 games mainly to get the rewards and star drops. And honestly, it's super useful. And now this is going to bring back even more memories for you because the season just ended. I unlocked a new skin for Griff, but the main thing is the new Stranger Things season. The goal was to collect as many waffles as possible, and we faced another boss. It seems like I can never just rush my trophies peacefully. You'll see what I get from the cards and so on, but that will also happen in the next episode. Well, I took the opportunity to do some series. My first brawler was F. I picked brawlers that weren't too high in trophies so I could level them up too. Otherwise, I never play them. Here, I reached my 5th stage. You can see the cards I had, so I had 2 legendary cards. And during my very first run, well, unfortunately, I died like a noob. But in the end, I succeeded and got those famous waffles. Oh yeah, and I also passed 37,000 trophies. There was also that famous boss. So like with all bosses, I pick Rico. He has the most damage per second. I have mobility. I have everything I want. Honestly, I really like this brawler, mainly for farming a hypercharge. And after that, it does so much damage, and it's easy. Anyway, it's useful. But I admit, the bosses, honestly, Stranger Things, at first, when you didn't understand how they moved, they were pretty strong. On the other hand, those famous decks like that, it's hell. You'll see later, maybe I get some good rewards. I won't spoil it for you, but it was hell at the start. Anyway, I didn't get anything at all. My day 424 was exactly the same as day 423. And like most days, in the end, with this challenge, it was really just playing a few games to unlock the star drops, etc. Do the boss to get as many waffles as possible, open the cards, and I only got tags anyway. It was great. That's how I spent more than 400 days on Brawl Stars. We'll meet again in the next episode to see if I gained anything from this challenge. Thanks for watching. See you next time. This was Code Eperado. Ouch!